Did you? Yes. I said, I'm coming home. 2 weeks later, I get a kite from my case manager. Say I didn't get past the community board. Now, I didn't see me. I got the kites. One kite said you got sectors to such and such a place, and you got past the community board. This kite says, I made a mistake, Mr. Johnson. You didn't get past the community board. I went up in my room and cried. I was scared to call my people about 5 days and tell them that I didn't get it. Mm. How could I tell my wife, who's sobbing and yearning for her husband over 7 years, going on 7 years, and then this big light come on, and I told her, I'm on my way any month now. Mistakes. Tear downs. You see what I mean? It's like, I don't want to say they do it on purpose, you know, or they pick and choose, or the color of my skin. Mm-hmm. Something went wrong, you know. I can't ponder on this, but you know what? I didn't let that stop. I didn't act out. I didn't do it. Okay, what I need to do now, I need to get back in. I need to be more stronger mentally. Okay, I need to go more into more of what I need to do. So I started writing letters, you know, asking people for help. I wrote the Second Chance program, you know. He told me about all this, you know, and I said, okay, you're like, Johnson, you there, you're almost there. These are the people I want to surround my life with. Yeah. To help. Yeah. You know. But I got to get there.
Did they tell you, the community board, did they tell you what you needed to do?
No. They didn't even tell me. You know? They said, what'd she say it was? I forgot the word she used. Could have been not enough treatment. Mm-hmm. You know? Previous offenses, that's what it was.
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. You know, that's what it was. And she said it could mean, you know, more treatment or my victim. She said, no, I don't see your victim saying that. And I'm like, well, I'm in TC now. Is that because they had just signed me up for TC at the same time? Could have been. Mm-hmm. You know. Yeah. You know more than I know, Shannon. No, just playing.
I don't know about that. Well, you know, it's funny what you kind of mentioned about our meeting together, because what the goal of this process is to kind of like start to a couple more questions, and I'm going to start to like tell you also about next steps and stuff.
Okay.
Is that we are gathering all of this information. We're doing this survey. We're doing interviews. We're also doing interviews with staff, and we're doing a survey with them. And we're trying to understand what staff's perspective is and what their purpose is in their job and how they feel well-being working in this institution or not. And then we're going to do an analysis and create a report that has all of this data in it. It's like, this is what we heard people say, and this is what we learned. And we're going to bring that back to all of you. And then we'll have community meetings. Okay. Some of those will be with people who are incarcerated here. Some will be with staff. And hopefully, my hope is that some of those meetings are going to be together. So the purpose of those meetings will be for you all to start to look at the data, look at what we learned, and to reflect on it, add to it, and to brainstorm around it. So, here's everything we heard about relationships between staff and incarcerated people. Like respect, or what creates stress and tension in the institution. What can we come up with as a solution that everybody who is living this reality feels like might actually be helpful?
Right.
So I think what we don't know and what I can't promise is access is always hard for us. So I don't know that every person who's incarcerated here will have an opportunity to attend one of those meetings. But I know that we'll be sure to extend those opportunities to people who have participated in the process. And then we'll also create other, like it won't just be limited to people who've
No,
done interviews,
it'd
but
be,
we'll open it up so that hopefully as many people as possible who want to attend those kinds of meetings can do that. And we
Right.
also know there will be some limitations on
right.
how many, people we can get together to have those kind of conversations with. But that's the plan. And so I tell you all that to just say, like, I want you, as we wrap up, to imagine that anything is possible and that this is we're actually going to be successful in this work, which I hope we are, because I'm pouring my heart into it, but it's hard work to create this kind of change, and everybody's not going to agree on what needs to be done, and how are we going to handle that.
Right.
But if you had a magic wand, what would you focus on? Like, what would be the biggest priority for you that you could wave it and change something about this prison?
Give a hard look at education and trades. And this, especially on the MR side, get classes in here like the Defy. Get classes in here from the outside of the Second Chance where they could come in and get these guys who's getting ready to get out to community or on parole, and have an outlet so they ain't got to do crimes when they get out there. Be more open to listen to an inmate or offender. That magic wand, boy, I'll probably have so much stuff on this yard, that magic wand. I'm serious.
You go around.
I go around like, oh man, it'd be like a college campus when I'm done. It'd be like a college campus, because when I did Defy, who came up there with us to teach that? Google. When Google came up there, and we had so much fun, and it was 30 of them. Really? And man, we had so much fun. I want you to look up Colorado.com. Where is that? I think I've written it down. You look that up right there.
CDefyColorado.org.
Okay. And that's Miss Stacy right there. She ran it. Okay. And when you look that up and you see the joy of what these guys was learning and what it's all about, they need that in the MR.
Yeah.
They need that kind of stuff. And I think it's great you did that. I'm glad I did this. I can't wait to tell. I'm like, boy, I got something coming in the mail.
Tell everybody to fill out our survey so that we can have as much information as possible. I know we're trying to just get the word out more about like what we're working on so that people will feel comfortable participating. Because it helps us the more information that we have, because we know that there's a lot of people in here of different perspectives and different experiences.
Guys, it's amazing.
What do you think are the limits of what can happen in this place?
I think the limits could be whatever y'all decide that we can have. Seriously, whatever y'all decide that we earn, you give us that incentive. Because it's guys that's working. It's not just me. You got a couple of guys that's coming in behind me that I know. And they working, man. They working hard to have something, to leave this life behind and to get out there and do something. And so the next guy that comes through, that he can see the things that we did, and y'all can help them as well. And then that recidivism, I know state of Colorado is the highest state here for incarceration. I do know this, even though all that money is accumulating there, do something with it. Help them. Help them. My ideal, I really think the sex offenders need those classes. I promise you, I know. I've been in therapeutic community. I did classes with them, and I know they need them classes. My behavior is alcoholism. I needed those classes. Don't pass that law.